Today we will discuss about linkage and crossing over. So the phenomenon which is known as linkage, according to the linkage, genes which are present on the same chromosome are called as linked genes, and this phenomenon is known as linkage. Since Mendel's laws were discovered in 1900, so it becomes clear that contrary to the Mendel's second law, not all factors segregate independently. So in 1900s, uh, it again is discovered that not all factors which are also known as alleles or genes, not segregate independently, as according to the Mendelian law of independent assortment. So many traits are inherited together. Since the number of chromosomes in any organism is relatively small compared with the number of traits. So as you can see that the number of chromosomes in any organism is very small as compared to the number of traits which are present in an individual or an organism. So each chromosome must contain many different type of genes. So all the genes which are present on the same chromosomes are known as linked genes, and the phenomena is known as linkage. So what is linkage? Linkage means if the genes are present on the same chromosome, such genes form a linkage group are known as linked genes, and the phenomenon is known as linkage. So in other words, you can say that the genes on the same chromosomes all genes which are present on the same chromosome are the genes which are present on the homologous chromosomes belong to the same linkage groups. So genes which are present on the homologous chromosomes, they are belonging to the same linkage group, and they form, and the phenomena is known as linkage. So therefore there should be as many linkage groups as there are chromosomes. So in case of the Drosophila, in which this principle has been studied most extensively, are so many experiments were performed on Drosophila to understand the phenomena of linkage. So there are 4 linkage groups that correspond to the 4 pair of chromosomes found in these fruit flies or Drosophila. So the fruit flies which are also known as Drosophila, having 4 pair of chromosomes. So it means if they're having 4 pair of chromosomes, so eventually 4 linkage groups are present in on Drosophila melanogaster or the fruit flies, as the number of the chromosomal pair is directly proportional to the number of linkage groups. So the genes which are present on the same homologous pair, genes which are present on the same chromosome, forms a one linkage group. Usually small chromosomes have small linkage groups, and as well as the large chromosomes have large groups. So the small linkage groups are present on the small size chromosomes, as well as the large size groups are present in the large chromosomes. So we can classify the linkage into 2 types, as the complete linkage, and in other words is known as the incomplete linkage. Most of the time the linkage is not complete and the phenomena is known as incomplete linkage. Why it's known as incomplete linkage, or how the phenomenon of incomplete linkage occurs? So you can understand the phenomenon of the incomplete linkage by understanding the process of crossing over. So as all of you know, the process phenomena of the crossing over occurs during the prophase 1 of the meiosis, and the substage of the prophase 1 of the meiosis in which the crossing over occurs is known as Pecky gene. So the Pecky gene is a subphase, the substage of the prophase of the meiosis 1 in which the crossing over occurs. So due to the crossing over, the linkage is not complete and it's known as incomplete linkage. If we perform an experiment in which the animals, such as we are taking the example of the Drosophila, are crossed, so we find that the linked traits separate in some percentage of the offsprings. So separation of the alleles located on the same chromosome occurs because of crossing over. So as we have already described that the linkage means that the genes which are present on the same chromosome or form a single linkage groups, and these are known as linked genes. So when such genes, when the phenomena of the gametogenesis are during the meiosis, so when the homologous chromosomes segregate, so along with the segregation of the homologous chromosomes or the separation of the homologous chromosomes, such genes which are present on the same chromosome must segregate together or in the same linkage group. But actually that doesn't happen. The reason is that as during the meiosis, a phenomena which is known as crossing over occurs. So in result of the crossing over, the new combinations are formed, or the new combinations or the recombinants occurs in result of the crossing over. So as in case of the Drosophila, when we cross Drosophila, we find that the linked traits separate in some percentage. So, and this separation is due to crossing over. So the separations of alleles which are located on the same chromosomes occur because of the crossing over. So as you can see here in this figure, that is actually a pair of a homologous chromosome. So this on this homologous pair of the chromosomes, you can see three different type of genes, as they are denoted by, represented by X, Y, and Z. So as you can see here, that the phenomena of the crossing over occurs. So in result of the crossing over, the homologous chromosomes exchange their the non-sister chromatids of the homologous pair of the chromosome exchange their segments. So in result of the exchange their segments, then the new combinations are formed. So as you can see here in this homologous chromosome, that and one member of this homologous pair carries the dominant alleles for the gene, while the second member of this homologous pair of chromosome carries the recessive allele. As you can see here, that capital letter denotes or represent the dominant allele, as well as the small letter when they are represented in lowercase letter, that denotes or represents the recessive alleles. So as you can see here in this homologous pair of the chromosomes, that one chromosome carries the dominant alleles, while the other carries are having the recessive alleles. So in result of the exchange of the segments between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome, so as you can see here, so some new combinations are formed, as in this case then you can see here that this chromosome, the chromosomal pairs also having both dominant alleles as well as the different combination. As you can see here, the different combination is actually they carry both dominant as well as recessive alleles. So in result of the crossing over, some new combinations are formed as compared to the parental combinations. So the crossing over during the meiosis, that actually the non-sister chromatids exchange their portion or segments, so that the none of the resulting gametes is genetically the same as the any other. So the gene X is further from the gene Y than Y is from the Z. So as you can see here, that the gene X is more located at more distance as compared to the gene Y, as when we are considering according to the gene Z. So therefore the gene X is more frequently separated from the Y in crossing over than the Y from the Z. So genes which are located at far away at the same chromosomes are separated or assorted during the phenomena of the crossing over more readily as compared to the genes which are present nearer to each other. So during the prophase 1 of the first meiotic division, the paired homologous chromosomes break and exchange equivalent proportions are this one with the homologous chromosome, the substrate is known as pectin. The non-sister chromatids exchange their segments. So during the genes crossover from one chromosome to its homologue and vice versa, as you can see here in this figure. So each chromosome consists of the two sister chromosomes which held together by means of proteinaceous structure, which is also known as synaptonemal complex. So as you can see here that the two sister chromosomes held together by a proteinaceous structure, and the structure is known as synaptonemal complex. So breaks and the exchange occurs at corresponding points on non-sister chromatids. So the crossing over is related to the exchange of segments between the non-sister chromatids, not between the sister chromatids. So T.H. Morgan performed some experiments on Drosophila to understand the phenomena of linkage and the crossing over. So as you can see here in this example, there are two different types of the flies, as the females are known as the wild type flies, Drosophila, and the males are known as the mutant type flies. So in case of the uh, wild type flies, in this cross, they have two different that is actually a dihybrid cross. So when we are considering the two different phenotypic traits or genetic traits, so as one is the eye color and the second is the wing size. So the females are known as the wild type females. So wild type females have the red eye color, as you can see here in this figure, and the normal wing size, while the males, which are known as the mutant types, so males have the purple eye color and also the vestigial wings. So vestigial wings are actually a type of wings which are very reduced in size as compared to the size of normal wings. So as you can see here in the figure, that the vestigial wings actually the wing size very reduced as compared to the normal wing the size in wild type flies. So when such kind of both the wild type flies and both are the homozygotes, are the pure both are the homozygotes in case of the normal eyes and normal wings, as the second are the mutant types are also in homozygous condition. So when these both homozygotes or both types of the flies were crossed, then in result in the F1 generations are a double heterozygote occurs in F1 generation, as you can see here. So and phenotypically all are the red eye color and the normal wing size. So phenotypically they are red eye color, having the red eye color and the normal wing size, while genotypically they are in the heterozygous form or the double heterozygote. So in which we know that the which alleles are together on the same chromosome. So as you can see here that both kind of genes are located on the same chromosome. So as you can see here that alleles are the genes for the eye color as well as for the wing size are located in the same chromosome. So they inherit together in the in offsprings as they are present on the same chromosome. So that result is actually not similar according to the law of independent assortment. So according to the law of the independent assortment, that alleles are the genes that actually determine the phenotypic traits assort independent to each other, according to the Mendelian second law, the law of independent assortment. But this law, but in this case, when the alleles are the genes present on the same chromosome, they inherit together. So next is when the F1, the results of the progeny of the F1 is crossed to the homozygous recessive. So, and this homozygous recessive for both genes, as you can see here. Once again, this heterozygote is heterozygous. And now this heterozygote females are crossed to against the mutant types or the homozygous recessive for both alleles, as you can see here. That phenotypically they are having the purple, phenotypically purple eye color and the vestigial wings. And the females are genetically heterozygous, but phenotypically they are breeding or having the red eye color along with the normal wing size. So when they are crossed, such kind of cross is also known as a kind of test cross. So in result of the test cross in F2 generation, as you can see here in F2 generation, there are different type of combinations are occurred. Some are like the combinations are known as the parental combinations. So there are some new combinations which are known as the recombinants are appeared in F2 progeny or in result of a test cross. So in case of the parental combinations, that the two type of the phenotypes are appear in the parental combinations. So as one are known as the red eye color with normal wing size, second are known as the mutant types as the purple eye color with reduced wing size. So much higher percentage of the parental combinations appears in result of the test cross in F2 generation, as you can see here. But and what a smaller percentage of the new recombinants also appeared or occurred in result of the test cross in F2 generation or in the progeny of the F2. So as you can see here that the new recombinants are appeared in very small proportion or percentage. So the new combinations are as the phenotypically they have the red eye color with reduced wing size or the purple eye color with the normal wing size. So their percentage or proportion is very reduced as compared to the parental types, parental combinations. So the result is not according to the law of independent assortment. So as the genes are not located, so according to the law of independent assortment, the result must be the 1:1:1:1 ratio. So, but the actual result of this cross is not according to the 1:1:1:1 ratio. There are different type of combinations or the ratios are appeared in case of this cross or the result of this test cross. So this 1:1:1:1 ratio actually occurs or appears when the genes or alleles are located on two different chromosomes. So the results according to the law of independent assortments are true when we consider the traits which are present on the two different chromosomes. So, but in that case, the alleles or the genes are located on the same chromosomes. So when they are present on the same homologous chromosomes, then the results are not according to the law of independent assortment. So as their genes are known as linked genes. So, but the linkage is not complete. So if the linkage is complete, so in that case, the ratio will be 1:1 ratio. But here are the two new recombinants are appears or a small percentage of the new recombinants appeared in the result of the test cross. So that kind of the result is not known known as the example of complete linkage, but it's known as the incomplete linkage. So in case of the incomplete linkage, the new recombinants are formed actually in result of the crossing over. So why the new recombinants or the new combinations are appeared in the F2 generation? So the new combinations or the recombinants appear due to the phenomena of the crossing over during meiosis. So the type of that is known as the phenomenon of the incomplete linkage. So according to the Mendel's law, all alleles pair aside independently during the gametes formation. So therefore the gametes, each gamete receives only one copy of an allele. But this is true when the genes are located on different chromosomes. So when the genes are located on different chromosomes, then uh, they are sort independent to each other, and each gamete receives only one copy of an allele. So when the gametes are made, when the genes are located on the different chromosome, so when the gametes are formed, so the ratio is 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1 ratio, that the 25% from each, so the ratio is 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1 ratio. So the genes are linked, they are transmitted to offspring as they are present in parents. So when the genes are linked, so it means genes are not located at different chromosomes. Genes are located at the same chromosomes, and the genes are located at the same homologous chromosomes, as you can see here in the figure. So when the genes are located in the when we consider the genes which are located in the same homologous chromosome, then they are not when such genes are transmitted to offspring, transmitted to the offspring in the same combination as they are present in parents. So as you can see here in meiosis, the genes when the gametes are formed, so as the both A and B genes or alleles are present in the same chromosomes, homologous chromosomes. So when the gametes are formed, both alleles or the both genes inherit together. So in the next generation, or the next generation or progeny, both alleles or genes, when they are present on the same homologous chromosome or on the same chromosome, so they are known as linked gene. So they inherit together. So this phenomena is known as linkage. Breaks and exchange also occurs between the sister chromatids, but usually have the no genetic significance because the sister chromatids are identical. So the crossing over is actually the exchange of the genes or the alleles between the homologous chromosomes, and thus the greatly increases the amount of the genetic recombinations. So the crossing over is actually the exchange of the segments or the exchange of the genes between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes. So that greatly increases the amount of the genetic recombinations. So in the result of the crossing over, the new genetic recombinations are formed, or the new genetic recombinations occurs. The frequency of the crossing over varies depending on the species. So frequency of the crossing over, that actually depends on the type of species, but usually at least one and often several crossovers occurs each time the chromosomes pair. So more than one or several crossovers occurs within the same chromosomal pair. Frequency of the recombination is also proportional to, that is a very important point, or a very important feature, that the frequency of the recombination is directly proportional to the distance between the loci. So loci, or the locus, is the position of a gene or allele, and the chromosome is known as a gene locus. So frequency of the recombination is actually depends on the position of a gene or on the chromosome, or depends the distance between the loci. So relative linear proportion of each locus can be determined. So the genes located far apart on very large chromosomes may assert independently, as compared to the genes which are located nearer to each other. So the genes which are located are very far apart are genes which are located at distance, at more distant and the same chromosomes, that may assert independently, because the probability of the crossing over occurring between them in each meiosis is close to 100%. So when genes are present on the same chromosomes, but when they are present at when such genes are located or present far apart on the same chromosome, then there will be the more chances of the crossing over, and then resulting the formation of the new recombinants or the new combinations. So such genes are found to be carried on the same chromosome only because each one is genetically linked to the additional genes located physically between them and the chromosomes. So it means when the genes are nearer to each other, they are more close or more linked as compared to the genes which are present at far apart or distantly located on the same chromosomes. So there are so many genetics experiments were performed on the Drosophila. So and these experiments over many years have produced gene maps that indicate the position of more than 500 genes which are distributing on the 4 chromosomes of the Drosophila melanogaster. So in the result of the such experiments, there approximately 500 genes are present or distributed on the 4 chromosomes of Drosophila melanogaster or fruit flies. So next we are talking about the recombinant frequency. How we can find out the recombinant frequency within the cross. So the recombinant frequency, which is denoted by Rf, is equal to the recombinants which are over the total number of offspring. So as in case of the example of the Drosophila, the recombinants are 151 and 154. So by the addition of both recombinants, then divided by the total number of the offspring multiplied by 100. So that is the formula through which we can find out the recombinant frequency. So in case of the example of the Drosophila, in which we are taking the example of the eye color and the vestigial wings, so the recombinant frequency is 10.7%. So that is actually shows the incomplete linkage. So in result of the incomplete linkage, the new recombinations occurs. So in this result of this fresh cross, the new recombinant frequency is 10.7%. A small proportion of the new proportion or percentage occurs of new recombinants are the new proportions in the next generation. So in the result of this cross the experiments which were performed on Drosophila, that the offspring of the test class did not give the 1:1:1:1 phenotypic ratio. This ratio only comes if the genes for these two characters were present on different chromosomes and assorted independently. But in this case, the genes for the eye color and the wing size are located on the same chromosomes. So the ratio is not according to the law of independent, the ratio of the law of independent assortment. So, but if the two genes were completely linked, then the ratio we should observe is 1:1 ratio as the ratio as the phenotypic appearance of both parental types. But in this result of this test cross, the parental phenotypes should be present among the offspring, but along with some new combinations. So the actual results of the different, the actual results, you can see here in this case that the actual results are different from both these expectations. So in the result of the F2, result of this test class, the ratio is not 1:1:1:1 ratio, or not, or neither is 1:1 ratio. So the actual results are different from both these expectations. So most of the offsprings had parental phenotypes, as you can see here that the most of the offsprings had parental phenotypes. But it suggests that the linkage between the two genes present. So that's why that the most of the offsprings had parental phenotypes. But that is not complete linkage. So the new combinations are appeared as the 10.7 percentage or the proportion of the new combinations are the new the recombinants. So thus the linkage appeared incomplete. So due to the appearance of the new recombinants, as the new recombinants occurs in very small proportion as compared to the parental combinations, but due to the presence of the new recombinants, it's known as the incomplete linkage. So Morgan proposed that the mechanism of the crossing over for these different results. For such a different results, Morgan proposed that the mechanism of the crossing over exists. So, in result of the crossing over, the new recombinants what appeared in this in the result of the fresh cross. So, the crossing over is we have already described that is known as the link is formed between the breaks between the linkage between the two genes. So the crossing over breaks the linkage between the two genes. So the crossing over occurs when the homologous chromosomes are paired in the synapses during the prophase of the meiosis 1, and the non-sister chromosomes break at same points and exchange their fragments. A crossover between the chromatids of the homologous chromosomes breaks the linkage in the parental chromosome. So what is crossing over? So a crossover or a crossing over between the chromatids of the homologous chromosome that actually breaks the linkage in the parental chromosomes. So as we have described earlier that the genes which are present on the same chromosome form a linkage group. Crossing over actually breaks such linkage groups, and crossing over occurs more frequently in those genes which are located at more distantly or far apart on the same chromosome as compared to those genes or allele which are present or located nearer to each other on the same chromosome. So वो जीन्स या allele जो किसी क्रोमोसोम पे ज़्यादा डिस्टेंस के ऊपर लोकेटेड होते हैं वो ज़्यादा फ्रिक्वेंटली एक्सचेंज होते हैं या वो ब्रेक होते हैं ड्यूरिंग द क्रॉसिंग ओवर एज कम्पेयर टू द जीन्स और allele जो कि एक ही क्रोमोसोम के ऊपर जो है वो स्मॉल डिस्टेंस के ऊपर या दे आर लोकेटेड क्लोजर टू और नियरर टू ईच अदर जो ज़्यादा करीब लोकेटेड होते हैं वो इनहेरिट करते हैं विद द सेम कॉम्बिनेशंस that may be present on the same chromosomes, and the genes which are actually located on the different on the same chromosome but they are located at far distance or actually जो कि ज़्यादा डिस्टेंस के ऊपर लोकेटेड होते हैं सो there are more chances of the crossing over of such alleles or genes those are located far apart on the same chromosome as compared to the genes or alleles which are located nearer to each other. So in the result of the such crossing over the new combinations are formed. So these recombinants bring together alleles in new combinations, and the later stage of the meiosis distribute the recombinant chromosome into the gametes. That's all.